Welcome back, you guys, as we discuss where the Jacksonville Jaguars are today and why they are so successful. These are things that you're not going to hear from the mainstream media about why we're so successful, and from my point of view and what I feel like has made this team the team they are today. Okay? So, one, let's talk about the hire of Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson was such a key factor to this construct of how this team is built based upon the players that Trent Baalke brought to the team. People said we overpaid for people. People said that we didn't do the right things. But when you have an adult like Doug Peterson at your head coaching position, he will get the job done. He has no problem going in front of the media and calling them out like he did last week about calling the Houston Texans game a meaningless game. And here's the more important thing. Every Jacksonville Jaguar player has been saying the same exact thing. Job not done yet. That's vital to hear because they're not talking about playoff wins. They're not talking about the wins they've made. They still know they haven't done anything yet. And that's what Doug Peterson has programmed into them, which is good to hear from the leader. Okay? That head coaching position is so important as much as the quarterback position. But the coach always sets the tone to the organization and to the players. You can see it across all the NFL currently right now. Look at the situation in Texas with the Texans. They can't get their quarterback situation right or their coaching. They had a good coach in Lovie Smith, and they let him go, unfortunately. Same thing with Cliff Kingsbury. They let him go as well, too. Maybe it's not the coach sometimes. Maybe it's the player. Okay? Because when players listen and they understand that, hey, you're the player and I'm the coach, you do as I say, and they have a reputation of getting the most success out of a player and out of an organization, is leaps and bounds whatever what anybody can say. Okay? So, out of Jack Del Rio, out of Tom Coughlin, out of Doug Marrone, out of Urban Meyer, unfortunately, and Doug Peterson, we have a coach. That's first and foremost. Trevor Lawrence has turned the corner. It was cool watching him the first couple weeks, putting wins together, and they went on that slide of not winning and being frustrated. You know, me watching the Kansas City game, I think the one that really broke my heart was the Denver game. And Trevor said the same thing. He didn't want to feel like that ever again. And, you know, I feel like we gave a couple games away. We should have had this division locked up 2 weeks ago, but we didn't. But watching them go back and forth and watching them mature into the team they are today is very good to see. We are going to be playing a familiar foe that we've seen, but is different. They're a lot healthier than what they were when we played them in week 3. I look for, if we're gonna win this, Jacksonville offense is gonna have to keep the team on the field longer than what they did against the Tennessee Titans. I know Doug Peterson's gonna have a good game plan, but it's gonna be solid. I don't want to look towards the Kansas City game, but I hope Jacksonville does beat the Chargers this coming Saturday. And if and when they do, I'm super excited to watch them go play Kansas City. But we have to focus on the Chargers first. They've been playing great. The one thing that does concern me is they did lose this past week against the Denver Broncos, which is kind of funny. So, let us know on what you guys' thoughts are so far on the regular season and where we have progressed as an organization, as a team, and what's your guys' expectation for the playoffs. With us hosting a playoff game this coming week since 2017, when we had 8 Pro Bowlers on our team that year compared to this year. I'm confident to see where we go, but I know coaching is everything, and I know we're in good hands when it comes to Doug Peterson because he has a phenomenal staff. He's been in many situations. He's part of the Andy Reid coaching tree, and he's an adult. So, let us know what your thoughts are on the Jaguars and where you think they're going to go in the postseason. And then secondly, where do you think the Jaguars will go when the season ends? Is there any positions do you think they might want to look at come towards the draft? Now, reminder, we do have Calvin Ridley coming to Jacksonville once the season ends. So that's a great upgrade for us. And I know he's going to put the work in just like everyone else has. So, let us know. And remember to like, subscribe, and as always, share with friends and family, you guys. Thanks, you guys.